Hello and welcome to the post-market update from Nirmal and Clearly, if you go to see, we did start off a good day of trade in today's session, but from the day's highest levels, we did see some bit of profit booking that started to creep in the last hour of trade. Overall, if you go to see, Sensex fell almost 500 points from the day's highest levels, and we ended with gains of almost around 7 tenths of a percent. However, for the week, Sensex was down almost 6%. On Nifty as well, we ended with cuts of almost, of losses with almost over 6% for the week. But we did touch an intraday high of around 9,080 and we ended around that 9,250 mark. So again, 150 points fall is what we've seen from the day's highest levels on Nifty 50. Clearly, if you go to see, it has been a volatile day. There has been some bit of profit booking in the final hour of trade that actually pulled Nifty 50 as well below that 9,300 mark. In terms of the advanced decline as well, that was pretty much neutral, but still you had more declines on the bourses coming in. But overall, it was pretty much on an equal platform. If you talk about individual sectors as well, you have seen buying in sectors like pharma, FMCG, energy, as well as IT and infra space. However, you have the banking counters, autos, as well as the metal. These three were the sectors which actually did see a lot of selling pressure in today's day of trade. Overall, if you go to see, after the kind of volatility that we've seen, the gains that did come in were mainly led by stocks like Reliance, which actually succeeded in another round of fundraising, even in these kind of adverse scenarios. So that was something. Global market trends were also positive. So that was something which did come in as a support during intraday trade. While the earnings season so far has been lackluster, now the only thing that the markets are actually waiting for as a positive trigger is the stimulus package from the government that is in the works. So that's something that is awaited. But otherwise, apart from that, everything has been, somewhere pricing right now. Overall, the BSE banking index as well was the top laggard in trade today. And if you see in terms of where the banking counters go, that was an interesting space to watch out for as well. Because if you see Bank Nifty, in terms of the financials, there was pressure in terms of the financial names, and that has been one of the biggest contributors. So we saw Nifty and the gains of almost around 6 tenths of a percent. Bank Nifty was down almost around 7 tenths of a percent. We ended around levels of 19,350 on Bank Nifty. Let's maybe understand, the stocks which contributed in today's session. So in terms of the gaining side, you had HUL, Sun Pharma, Tech Mahindra, Dr. Reddy's, as well as Nestle that contributed to the up move in terms of Nifty 50, whereas NTPC, M&M, Axis Bank, Indices Bank, as well as the JSWC, these were the top laggards in trade today. Away from that, if you see at even BSE 500, let's understand EID Parry, Hathway Cable, TV18 Broadcast, SKF India, TVS Sri Chakra, these were the few of the top gainers in terms of BSE 500. Whereas on the losing end, we had stocks like Science, which again reacted to its numbers. Lotus Laboratories was under pressure, RBL Bank, Torrent Power, Indian Hotel, EIH, these were few of the counters which actually lost in trade. Dr. Reddy's interestingly hit a 52-week high from Nifty 50 in today's trading session. So there was momentum there. SBI continues to trade at a 52-week close. There is that some bit of muted moves coming in with regards to SBI. JB Chemicals, Pharma, another stock that has traded at a 52-week high from the broader markets, whereas you have stocks like AIM, Small Finance Bank, Bank of Baroda, Brigade Enterprises, ZB Corp, Indian Hotel, Quest Corp, SHK, Sunteck Realty. These are few of the names that hit 52-week low in today's session. Let's understand few of the movers and shakers. So Lloyd's Metal, that touched the roof. They've entered into a MOU with prevailing earth movers. So that gave it a boost. Dr. Red, we got an EIR from Andhra Pradesh land, and that's the reason why we see the stock also hit a 52-week high and the surge in today's session. JK Tyres has resumed partial operations at various manufacturing facilities, so that's the reason why that stock was up in trade. And you have a Yes Bank, despite turning back into the black in Q4, the stock has stumbled in trade. So it's mainly the management commentary, I think, that's not really infused the bosses, and there was some bit of profit booking that did come in on that counter. Overall, it's Yati Industries as well as who started resuming manufacturing operations. So good moves came in on that one. You had Biocon that surged after receiving EIR from the US FDA for the API manufacturing facility in Bangalore. Bosch has resumed operations, so there are good moves coming in with regards to Bosch as well in today's day of trade. SBI Cards and Payment Services, The profits have fallen 66%, so that stock reacted in terms of where earnings were concerned. State Bank of India has been trading at the lowest level since March 2016. In fact, it's fallen little over 12% for the week, so you can see the kind of pressure that has been created on this PSU counter. Adani Gas as well reacted to earnings in today's day of trade. The stock rose almost over 9%. And apart from that, if you see SHG, that was another stock. It's trading at an all-time low. It's down for a consecutive session. There is pressure building in on that one as well. So a lot of movers and shakers in trade today. Did see some of the profit booking that did come in the last hour of trade. However, the entire day was pretty okay. But let's see how we again open up in terms of Monday, because mainly we have been reacting to what's happening in terms of global markets. We have been reacting to in terms of what's happening with regards to COVID, the number of cases, how the curve is flattening or increasing, because that's one of the major concerns that we have been looking at. That's all that we have in the post-market update from Nirmal. Bangi. You could subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter as well. Thank you.